My name's Kayla from Planning with Kay, and welcome to my cozy little corner of the internet. This is a place where you can take a little break from your busy week to relax and unwind with me while I do some journaling. Today I'm going to be showing you some easy ways that journaling can help you live a healthier life and maintain your physical and your mental health by making it easier to keep up with your healthy habits and goals. I have been journaling consistently for nearly a decade now, and in that time, I've learned so much about how very simple journaling practices can make it so much easier to keep up with those healthy habits and routines, and in the process, dramatically improve how I feel. Research shows that writing down your goals and tasks on paper greatly increases your chances of achieving those goals. And I have seen that firsthand as I've used my journals over the years to help me with everything from hydrating and getting better sleep to actually quitting smoking and drinking. So all of that being said, today I'm going to show you how I'm using my journal to help me have a healthier and more balanced next week by tracking 7 days of healthy daily habits. Before I start my journaling session, I of course need to first gather all of my supplies. And if you're feeling at all stressed out or like you could use a little extra bit of self-care like me, consider taking this time to journal along with me. Gather your supplies, a notebook or a piece of paper, a pen or something to write with, and maybe some colored markers and stickers and washi tape if you're feeling fancy. And get ready to brainstorm and plan out some ways that you can feel a little bit healthier and a little bit happier this coming week. Surveys show that most people's New Year's resolutions revolve around health, with goals like improve fitness, improve diet, improve mental health, lose weight, and quit smoking or drinking, all showing up at the top of the list for most popular resolutions. So I think it's fair to say that most of us, in one way or another, aspire to be healthier and to take better care of our minds and bodies. Now, don't get me wrong, I love a good New Year's resolution, but when it comes to our health and our happiness on a day-to-day basis, I don't think there's any reason that we should be waiting for a new year to start trying to take better care of ourselves, especially when we remind ourselves that health and happiness start with the little things. Small changes, tiny habits, and little routines that make a massive difference without overhauling our entire lives or being too daunting or intimidating that we never start trying. So with all of that in mind, I'm going to be using these 2 pages of my journal to start right now by putting intention into my health goals today, not putting it off for next year, and thinking about how I can use the next 7 days to focus on some small, simple, healthy habits. So of course, step 1 is we actually have to figure out what the heck these healthy habits are that we want to focus on for the next 7 days. So I'm starting this off by asking myself a question. And that question is, what are 5 simple habits that make my mind, body, and soul feel good? And I like this question for a few reasons. I like that it focuses on simple habits. I don't want for these habits to be goals that reinvent the wheel of my life. I want for these to be easy, attainable habits that I can work into my existing life and schedule. I want to start small so that way I can achieve these habits, actually get them done, and build confidence when going into the next week and the next week. I also like that this question focuses on the mind, body, and soul, reminding us that health is not only about our physical bodies or only about our mental health. Health is all-encompassing, and that's why I also like that this question is framed in a way that gets you thinking about what makes you feel good. It reminds us that health and wellness is such a personal journey. Every single person out there has a different mind and a different body with different requirements and preferences and needs. So what works for one person may not work for another. Your goals and habits and healthy routines should be things that work for you and feel good for you. So when brainstorming these 5 simple habits, think about things that you've already done before that you know make your body feel strong and rested and ready for the day. Or think about things that whenever you do them, they never fail to help put a smile on your face, make your brain feel good, or light up your soul. Think about just 5 little things. It doesn't have to be the 5 most important things related to our health. Just 5 things that if you were to do those every day for a week, you know that you would end up feeling better by the end of it. So I sat down and I thought about this question for myself. I thought about my current daily routine and what were 5 simple habits that I could work on to help make my mind, body, and soul feel good. So here's what I came up with for myself. Habit number 1 has to do with drinking water every day. Habit number 2 is about going outside every day. Habit number 3 is about reading every day. Habit number 4 is about going to sleep early and waking up early. And finally, habit number 5 has to do with not being on my phone so much. These are 5 simple, achievable habits that I really do feel like I could do every single day as long as I put the intention in. And they're things that I know beyond the shadow of a doubt are going to help me feel better, more balanced, and like a healthier person. All right, so now that I've got my 5 healthy habits picked out, the ones that I want to focus on this coming week, it's time to start setting up some very simple, healthy habit trackers. Not only are these trackers going to help keep me accountable, because I'm going to be forced to actually confront whether I have completed these habits each day and write that down in my journal, but they're also going to provide a little extra source of motivation, because the act of actually getting to fill in your tracker and check off that you've completed something that day automatically gives you an extra little hit of dopamine and some extra satisfaction that will motivate and encourage you to complete the habits the next day and the next day so that you can keep filling in your trackers. So I am starting off with my very first habit on the list, which is to drink 1 glass of water a day. So for my water tracker, I'm just doing a very simple color-in style tracker. I'm drawing a little simple cup drawing for every day of the week, and I'll color in the cup blue if I drink my glass of water that day. And don't even tell me I know that 1 glass of water a day is a pathetic water goal. My husband edits my videos for me, and he was laughing at me when he saw that this was my goal. He's like, "Kayla, you know, humans need more water than that. You know that, right?" But listen, I suck at drinking water. It is not one of my skills in life. It feels like my brain doesn't alert my body that it needs to drink some damn water. So for me, if I can actually remember to drink 1 glass of water a day, that is a genuine achievement that I will be proud of. So that is it for my water tracker. And before moving on to the rest of my healthy habits, let's take a quick 30-second kitty break with my cat Luna. Oh, wasn't that so nice? Listening to Luna's purrs always helps to relax me, and I know you guys love the little Luna breaks in the videos, so I hope you guys enjoyed. today's episode of the Luna Purring podcast. So next up, for my 7 days of healthy habits, I'm going to the next habits on my list, which are going outside every day and reading every day. Now, I am all about making our goals and habits more achievable and more easy to accomplish. So I decided that I could combine these two habits together to essentially work smarter, not harder. So instead of looking at these two habits separately, I'm going to do a 2-for-1 tracker here that is a tracker for reading outside for 30 minutes every day. So this way I can hit my reading goal and I can make sure I get outside every single day. And if I can't do those two things separately, at least I know that I have a way of getting them both done together. This is a good thing to keep in mind. If you have a big list of goals or habits that you're trying to do on a daily basis, and it doesn't seem you have enough hours in the day to get it all done, see about combining some of these tasks and habits together and killing 2 birds with 1 stone. So for this reading tracker, I'm doing another color-in style tracker, this time by drawing a very simple little bookshelf with 7 books for the 7 days of the week, and I will just color in each book when I sit outside and read for 30 minutes that day. And I want to acknowledge again, kind of like my 1 glass of water a day goal, that going outside once a day may seem like a very easy, low bar health goal. But I am being honest with myself, and as somebody who works from home, it can be actually pretty easy for me to forget to go outside in a day, especially if I don't have any errands to run that day, and if Jake isn't there to remind me to go outside. It's something that it's easy for me to forget. So this is a habit and a tracker that makes sense for me and my own challenges and routine, even if it may seem silly to some of you. But this is a good reminder to not judge yourself and to not judge others for how our goals or habits or routines may be different. While for some people, going outside every day is super easy and maybe something that they don't even have to think about, for others, just getting out of bed once a day can be a struggle. Whether it's because of mental health challenges or physical health challenges or other circumstances beyond your control. So no matter what your goals or habits are, whether it's to just get out of bed or to go outside or to go for a walk, please don't feel any shame in that. And don't compare yourself to others who may seem like they have goals and habits that are miles above yours. There is 0 point in playing that comparison game, and all you need to do is feel confidence that you are doing what is right for yourself, feel pride for the journey that you're on and the achievements that you get to celebrate, and acknowledge that we are all on our own individual paths, just trying to do what's best for ourselves. So don't judge yourself, don't judge others, and be honest with yourself about whatever it is that you're working on. So with all of that said, I'll step off my soapbox and move on to the next healthy habit tracker in this journaling page, which for me is going to be a sleep tracker. This is for the 4th habit on my list, which is going to sleep early and waking up early. Because I work from home, I have a lot of flexibility with my sleep schedule, and if I'm not on top of it, I can end up going to bed a little bit later than I would like and also sleeping in longer than I would like. And waking up early is one of the best things I can do for myself to start my day off on a good foot. So my goal for this week is to consistently go to sleep by 11 p.m. and wake up by 7 a.m. That way I still get plenty of sleep, but I'm able to wake up a little bit earlier than usual, so I have some time in the morning to get my day started and feel like I can have the most productive day possible. For this tracker, I decided to do just a very simple checkbox style tracker where I just check a box for every day of the week, that I go to sleep by 11 p.m. and wake up by 7 a.m. For those trackers, I decided to use a sticker sheet from my sticker shop. It's the single weekly habits that just made that very easy to set up, but you could easily just draw in by hand the little check boxes and weekly headers and banners yourself. And by the way, all of the supplies that I'm using are going to be linked in the description below, including the markers, black pen, and any of the stickers that I'm using if you're interested in checking any of it out yourself. So finally, I am on to the last habit tracker on this page, which is taking care of the final habit on my list, which is to not be on my phone 24/7. Now, I gotta give myself some credit. I don't actually use my phone for 24 hours a day. I've been actively working on my screen time over the last, I would say like few weeks. And I'm currently down to, I think, between 4 and 5 hours a day. So I would like to get that number down as much as possible, because I'm sure we all know scrolling mindlessly on your phone throughout the day, I feel like is one of like the worst things I can do for my mental health. It's just awful in general. It's awful for my productivity, my brain, my body. Everything about being hunched over my phone is just not good for me. So while I'm actively working on using my phone less, I feel like the key is to start my day off without touching my phone. And I've actually already been doing this for the last, couple weeks. I have been starting my day off with at least an hour off my phone, trying to not even touch my phone when I wake up and almost forget that it exists. So what I'm doing for this week is I'm actually going to amp up that goal a little bit by challenging myself to 2 hours in the morning with no phone. I find that when I start my day off not grabbing my phone, it then makes me way less likely to want to grab it throughout the rest of the day. It's like by starting my day off without that screen in front of my face, it reminds me how good it feels to not be attached to my phone all day long and doing the thing where you grab your phone for no reason and like your brain automatically starts opening up social media and scrolling through things, and then all of a sudden you've wasted an hour scrolling through videos for absolutely no reason. So I've really been loving starting my day off with no phone, and here I have a simple little tracker where I can color in a heart for every day that I start the day off with 2 hours not on my phone. I feel like limiting our screen time is a habit and goal that like everybody in the modern age for the most part relates to. So if you feel like you have been spending too much time doom scrolling recently, take this as a sign to set a goal for yourself for this coming week to just spend part of your day when you wake up without your phone and see how it makes you feel. Because I know for me personally, it makes me feel amazing. And just like that, that is it for my final healthy habit tracker for these 7 days of healthy habits. I'm now going to finish this off with just a little bit of sticker decoration. You guys know, if you've been here before, I love decorating my journal pages. Not only is it a creative way for me to just relax and unwind with my journal, but by decorating the pages, it actually encourages me to come back and actually fill in these trackers throughout the week. So I'm just filling in the little bits of empty space with some stickers from my Windows of the World themed sticker collection. And all of these stickers are available in my sticker shop, PlanningwithKay.com, which will be linked in the description down below. So now that my journaling page is all set up, it's ready to come back to throughout this next week to fill in all of my trackers and show all of the healthy habits that I've completed. I hope you enjoyed watching today's video and that it gave you some ideas on how you can use journaling as a powerful tool for achieving your goals, maintaining healthy habits, and living a generally healthier life. And I hope it also inspired you to pick up your journal today and set some healthy habits for yourself. If you did like today's video, be sure to give it a like and let me know one of your healthy habits down in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel for new videos and live streams every single weekend. And don't forget that the links to my sticker shop, my Patreon subscription, and all the other supplies I used is linked in the description down below. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.